They finally did it. OnePlus might have just built the phone that forces every flagship maker to rethink their next move. Not because it's perfect, but because it's bold in ways we didn't see coming. Massive battery, record-breaking refresh rate, new design language, and a few controversial choices that already have fans debating online. The OnePlus 15 isn't just another yearly upgrade. It feels like OnePlus trying to prove they can still surprise us, even in a world full of predictable flagships. Hey everyone, James here. Welcome back! If you enjoy these deep dives into the latest tech drops, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next one. All right, let's jump right in because there's a lot to unpack with this one. Let's start with the design, because OnePlus didn't just tweak it, they completely flipped the script. The OnePlus 15 looks more premium, more symmetrical, and yes, more mainstream than ever. The signature circular camera bump, gone. The textured finishes and alert slider that made the brand stand out, also gone. Instead, we've got a polished metal frame, uniform bezels just 1.15mm thin, and a sleeker back with softer curves. It's elegant, but some longtime fans think it's lost a bit of that rebellious OnePlus DNA. The new look is offered in 3 shades: sand dune, absolute black, and soft mist purple. And it's tough too, thanks to its IP68 rating and hardened glass protection. But design is just the start. Under the hood, this thing is a monster. It's powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor paired with LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.1 storage, and the performance difference is real. Apps open instantly, games run smoother, and even with heavy multitasking, the phone doesn't break a sweat. Thanks to OnePlus's upgraded Glacier cooling system, the new steel reinforced vapor chamber keeps thermals in check, especially when gaming or recording 4K videos. And speaking of gaming, let's talk about that wild 165Hz display. OnePlus went all in with a 6.8-inch BOE X3 OLED panel that supports LTPO tech, letting it dynamically drop from 165 Hz all the way to 1-inch to save power. The visuals are jaw-dropping. Dolby Vision, Pro XDR brightness up to 1800 nits, and an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner that feels lightning fast. Some people are skeptical about the drop from 2K to 1.5K resolution, but honestly, the extra smoothness and battery savings more than make up for it. Scrolling feels buttery. And for mobile gamers, it's a dream come true. Now, let's talk about that battery, because this one's turning heads. A7 300XL in a flagship this slim almost sounds impossible, but OnePlus somehow pulled it off. That's 40% bigger than the batteries inside phones like the Galaxy S25 Ultra or iPhone 17 Pro Max. It supports 120W wired charging that fills it up in under 45 minutes, and 50W wireless for those who prefer to ditch cables. Combine that with the power efficiency of the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and the lighter 1.5K display, and you've got the makings of one of the longest-lasting flagships in the game. Now, here's where things get a little controversial: the camera system. OnePlus officially ended its collaboration with Hasselblad, which was a huge part of their identity. Instead, they're introducing a new in-house imaging tech called the Detail Max engine. The setup sounds impressive: 350-megapixel sensors, including a Sony LYT700 main, a Samsung JN5 Ultra Wide, and another JN5 telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom. On paper, it's powerful, but we'll have to see if OnePlus's own processing can keep up with the competition. It's a big risk, and that's why this part of the phone is drawing so much attention, because it could either be OnePlus's smartest move yet, or their biggest gamble. But wait, there's more than one star of the show this year. The OnePlus 550R, known as the OnePlus A6 in China, is shaping up to be the ultimate sleeper hit. It packs last year's Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chip, the same 165Hz display, and a massive 7800 battery. Sure, it might skip a few premium touches like better zoom or extra camera tricks, but for most people, it hits that sweet spot between flagship performance and realistic pricing. At around $599, this phone could dominate the upper mid-range market. Both phones will ship with Oxygen OS 16 based on Android 16, and this year it's all about AI. OnePlus is adding a new digital organizer called Mindspace, which uses Gemini AI to handle screenshots, notes, and contextual reminders automatically. The new Plus key replaces the classic alert slider, acting as a multifunctional shortcut that ties into AI features. You can save ideas, transcribe notes, or launch your favorite app instantly. It's a major change, but one that actually feels forward, thinking instead of gimmicky. The OnePlus 15 officially launches in China on October 27th, with global sales kicking off November 13th. Pricing starts at around 4,299 yuan, roughly $18.99 for the base variant. And considering the specs, that's solid value. It's clear OnePlus is taking a slightly different path now, less about being the flagship killer, and more about proving they can lead in innovation, endurance, and raw performance. So the question is, does OnePlus still have that spark that made fans fall in love years ago? Or is this the moment they fully embrace the mainstream flagship game? Either way, this launch is going to be one to watch closely. Let me know which side you're on in the comments below. I'm genuinely curious.